I'm Julianna Forlano with Free Speech TV here at the National Conference for Media Reform. I'm here with Matthew Filipowicz, radio host, comedian, writer, extraordinaire, cartoonist.
Cartoonist as well, yeah.
Even?
Yeah, man of many talents, none of them that good, but I'm not great at any of them, but I can get by on a lot of things.
Oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I love your show.
Thank you.
I love your show. So you started an independent radio program on the internet, right?
Yes.
And now it has moved to be both on the internet and on terrestrial radio, which for people who don't know what that is
AM radio. You see, there's this invention called the radio machine, and it actually beams sounds all over the planet. Well, not that far. It's the antennas don't go that far.
Not on AM.
Not on, especially no, not on AM. Especially no, definitely not on AM. But yeah, no. So we started out strictly online. We've transitioned. We're on a handful of stations. We're on in Washington D.C. on We Act Radio. Mm-hmm. We're on in Michigan and Indiana. But yeah, it's nice. It's kind of hard because before that, but when it was just strictly online, I could swear, and I would just swear like a sailor. And, and now you're on AM radio, and it's like, we tape in advance.
You got the 7 dirty words you cannot say.
Exactly, yeah. And I would just swear. But then and I'd have guests who had been on the show before, and they were used to swearing, and now I have to tell them, could you not swear? We're on the radio. And it really was just it's more work for me if they swear, because then we have to go and bleep them out and stuff. But
so you do the intersection between politics and you do entertainment. You do comedy and you do political satire, and you have political satires like me on the show every so often. Yeah. Do you find that your viewership is greater because of that than you think it would be if it was just a serious show or if it was just a comedic show?
You know, would my viewership be greater? I don't know. It's weird. It's like, because you're sort of, I really don't know how to answer that. Because
not be greater, but do you think that it is as great as it is because
I think the show is I think it's unique in that way. Whereas we're not a strict comedy show, or even a strict political comedy show like The Daily Show would be, or something like that. That would just say, oh, we're a political comedy show. You know, a good part of our show is serious. I mean, we have long form interviews. One of our main parts of our show is we actually do a lot of if you do other radio shows. Normally, if you do any type of media, you get 5 minutes max for the most part. If you're on TV or if you're on the radio, normally your interviews are 5 minutes, and usually the host will talk for about 3 of those minutes, and so you pretty much have to
say
yeah, no, it's pretty much, there's some hosts that just cut you off constantly. So one of the things about our show that I'm really happy about is we actually do long form interviews. Our interviews are about 20 minutes long, and so we actually get to go into in-depth stuff about whatever issue. We have journalists, we have activists.
I know, I saw that you had activists, you have everyone. You have everyone that's here at the conference on your show.
I got interviewed Kimya Dawson here, which was amazing.
That's exciting.
For the Moldy Peaches. Yeah,
when are we going to be able to hear that on your show?
That will be next week.
So if our viewers want to hear that show, they go to www.mattf.com?
Nope, matthewf.net.
Oh, I blew
because I do not believe anyone should have to learn how to spell Filipowicz. I wouldn't ask my closest friends to learn how to spell my name.
And briefly, we have 1 more minute, but could you just quickly describe the importance of independent media?
The importance of independent media, man. Well, obviously, we have. The regular media system is completely and utterly broken. It's owned by,
6 corporations.
6 corporations, essentially, where even as a lefty, the left doesn't really have a spot on traditional media. Well, you'll have the Democrats have a space, but there's a lot of people who are further to the left than Democrats, myself included.
Or even outside of the spectrum of left and right.
Exactly.
There are other ideas out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you never get to hear them.
Exactly. You don't get to hear that on traditional media. And so the whole model and what makes something like this kind of conference so great, and what makes free speech TV so great, what makes free press so great, is that they really are trying to foster the bigger picture of what independent media is, and actually give a place where people can network with other people. You can find out about other shows. You can. It's absolutely necessary, because they're really the mainstream media system is broken. It's led us into wars. It's led our economy into the gutter. And again, the voices that knew those things were wrong going into this weren't allowed on the media at all. And
they weren't even given a voice.
Precisely.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks so much, Juliana.
You're watching Free Speech TV. I'm Julianna Forlano.